indeed is an implied admission already that we can continue the impeachment trial until the 20th Congress.
Hello po mga ka-viral and welcome back again to this YouTube channel. Latest update na naman tayo ngayon. Motion for remand ng Senado bilang impeachment court sa articles of impeachment ng House of Representatives against VP Sara Duterte ay natanggap na ng Kamara. Ito'y pagkatapos nagdesisyon kahapon ang Senado hinggil sa motion ni Senator Cayetano na ibalik sa Kongreso ang articles of impeachment na naglalayong linawin ang konstitusyonal na pagsunod sa procedure ng impeachment, subalit hindi di umano ito ibig sabihin na madismiss na ang impeachment trial kahit magtatapos na. Kaugnay nito ay naglabas na ng writ of summons ang Senado sa pamamagitan ni Senate President Chis Escudero kay VP Sara Duterte upang sagutin at magkomento ng kanyang panig hinggil sa impeachment ng Kongreso sa loob ng 10 araw. Pagkatapos nananumpa ang mga senador na nagsuot ng robe ay nag-convene kahapon ng Senado, subalit kapansin-pansin ang hindi pagsali ng 3 senador na sina Senator Amy Marcos, Senator Cynthia Villar at Senator Robin Padilla. Nagkaroon ng mainit na talakayan sa loob ng Senate Hall sa nagiging desisyon ng Senado as impeachment court. Pinangunahan ni Senator Risa Hontiveros at Senator Coco Pimentel ng Senate minority na dapat simula na ang pag-convene ng Senado at nang matapos ito sa 19th Congress. Subalit, nag-motion si Senator Bato de la Rosa na i-dismiss ang impeachment. Na sinuportahan naman ng kaniyang mga kaalyado, subalit nanindigan ang minority na hindi maaaring i-dismiss ang impeachment dahil labag ito sa konstitusyon. Nag-motion si Senator Alan Peter Cayetano na ibalik sa Kongreso ang articles of impeachment as motion for remand at doon nagpasya si SP Escudero na magbutuhan ang mga senador kung papayag ba sila o hindi. 18 senador ang nag-yes at pumayag na ibalik ang articles of impeachment sa Kongreso at 5 lamang ang nag-no. Ngayong araw ay nagkaroon ng press conference ang House of Representatives upang magkomento hinggil sa naging desisyon ng Senado. Nag-motion si Congresswoman Attorney Jinky Luestro, Congressman Acop, Congressman Chua, Congressman Rhodes Rodriguez at iba pang mga congressman for clarification sa Senado sa pagpabalik ng articles of impeachment sa Kamara. Anila ay wala silang nilabag na constitutional procedure sa pagpasa ng ika-4 na impeachment complaint na siyang idindiin ng ilang senador.
Kasi yun po nga po yung sinasabi kagabi ni Senate President Escudero.
That is why we're seeking for their clarification, no? Because it is the Senate rules on impeachment itself which provides for the presentation of the articles of impeachment before convening the impeachment court. And that's why we're mooted by the referral of the impeachment complaint to the impeachment court raises an issue for the prosecution panel. Ano ba ito? That's why we need to be enlightened. At nasabi ko na po kanina, if the impeachment court will issue an order that the presentation of the articles in accordance with their rules is impliedly complied with, we might accede to that. Kaya lang without that order, it is hard to rely on assumption.
And sa statement niyo po kanina sa opening niyo, you said na buhay na buhay po yung impeachment trial. Why did the House Prosecution Panel choose to adopt that view considering na may ibang sa Senate Minority Bloc mayroon silang sentimiento na yun ngang pag-remand ng kaso ng impeachment articles sa House of Representatives is tantamount to a dismissal or functional dismissal or tantamount to termination of the proceedings?
Well, we wish to be clarified first before we make a stand on whether that order to return or remand is tantamount to the dismissal of the impeachment complaint. Unless we are clarified on that order, I believe that to speak on that issue will be premature.
Thank you po, thank you po. Thank you po, prosecutors.
Willie Delgado from DZMM.
Magandang hapon ho. Curious lang ako doon sa word na order. Once na na-convene na po yung impeachment court, may co-equal pa ba tayo matatawag between Congress and the Senate?
Kanina po binanggit na ng ating lead prosecutor na when we talk about the impeachment court, iba na po ang setup dyan. We might be co-equal as a legislative body, the Senate and the Congress. But when we speak about the impeachment court, they are, indeed, is an implied admission already that we can continue the impeachment trial until the 20th Congress.
Final clarification. Yung withdrawal ng impeachment complaint or articles of impeachment by the House, it's off the table. Tama po ba yun? And are you considering to bring the matter to the Supreme Court?
About the impeachment complaint being withdrawn, that is outside the power of the Congress already, because we have concluded our function and power to initiate the impeachment complaint. Tapos na po yun. The ball is already in the hands of the Senate, whose duty is to try and decide. No? Walang amendment, walang withdrawal na manggagaling po sa House of Representatives. Hindi po yan pinapayagan ng Constitution. And then your next question? That is a matter that we have yet to discuss.
Ma'am, clarification lang, Congressman.
Before you proceed
Jervin.
with your question, sorry, we would like to acknowledge the presence of House Quadcom Lead Chair, Congressman Robert Ace Barbers of Surigao del Norte. Is your question, Vic, related to the question of Bibian? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, proceed.
Ma'am Jervin, clarification lang. Kasi ang sabi ninyo, since nag-acquire na ng jurisdiction ng impeachment court doon sa impeachment case, doon sa nakita nyo na napost sa social media that renders moot and academic, yung supposed to be today a presentation na ng article of impeachment. Miwino, kumbaga clarification, tinututulan nyo yung cancellation ng presentation since the impeachment court acquired the jurisdiction on the matter.
We are not opposing. We are seeking clarification. And perhaps if the impeachment court will issue an order that the presentation of the article is impliedly complied with, we may accede to that. We are just following the Senate rules on impeachment. And the presentation of the articles is one of the significant part of their own rules on impeachment.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Big. From Philippine Daily Inquirer, Krisha Subing-Subing is now acknowledged.
Hello po. Medyo related din po sa question ni Ate Vivian kanina. So, kailan at paano po magsisik ng clarification sa Senate if Congress adjourns by today po? I mean, the past few months has shown us that the Senate refuses to convene into an impeachment court kapag walang session po. So, I guess, is it possible na yung 20th Congress Senate
mentioned we would defer po, no? Pending clarification. Now, once
yun na po. Thanks, Kuya Ray.
Thank you, Krisha. Mela Lismoras from PTV4.
Hi, good afternoon po, Prosex. Sulitin ko na lang po yung pagkakataon since I think this is the first time na medyo marami po tayong humarap dito nga sa isang press conference. For the record, ano-ano po yung articles na assigned sa inyo? Pwede po bang sumagot one by one? And gaano, nasa na po yung preparation natin ngayon? Gaano kahalaga na marinig po ito ng ating mga kababayan? Kasi up until now, ang dami na nating naging process dito nga sa impeachment proceedings, pero may mga nagsasabi pa rin na it's all about politics, may mga ganong criticisms. Can you just share ano pong articles and ano na po yung update sa preparation nyo at gaano ito kahalaga na marinig ng taong bayan sa pamamagitan ng impeachment trial?
Una po, gusto kong balikan kanina yung tanong, yung tungkol sa can we reject it? Di ba? Ngayon, na-return nila sa amin, na-reject. Baka magbula-bula po ito, wala nang patutunguhan. Yun po ang ayaw nating mangyari. Ang importante po dito, ang interes ng taong bayan, ng at saka yung duties and obligations natin. Kung kailangan may mag-bend siguro dito, kami ang prosecutors, sila ang judges. Kailangan, kung compliable, kung pwede namin gawin na hindi makukompromise yung aming strategy, ay siguro baka kailangan namin gawin. Pangalawa, yung tanong po ni Ma'am tungkol sa articles, sa preparation po namin. Ngayong araw nga po, nakahanda na po kaming mag-present, pero pinigilan lang po namin. Pero ayaw po namin muna magsalita para hindi naman namin telegraph kung anong gagawin namin. Pero nandun nakalabas na po yung articles of impeachment.
Sir, ilang percentage na lang po? So, with that po, you're saying 100% na nga kayo sanang prepare. Tama po ba?
Tama po.
Thank you, Mela. Jong Manlapas from DZRJ.
Kay Congressman Chua, sabi niyo po kanina na unconstitutional, sa saligang batas, wala sa saligang batas unconstitutional yung ginawa ng Senate. Sa palagay po ba ninyo magkaroon ng constitutional crisis po itong hakbang ng Senate?
Siyempre, yun po yung iniiwasan po natin na mangyari yun dahil ang gusto po natin umusad itong impeachment complaint dahil at the end of the day, ito naman po ay ginagawa po natin dahil interesado rin po ang taong bayan na malaman tungkol po dito. So, sa akin pong paniniwala, ito naman po ay mariresolba ng maayos. At ito po ay gagawin po natin hanggat, sabi nga po kanina, kung gaano kahaba ang aming pasensya, hahabaan pa po namin para ma-resolba lamang itong kinakaharap nating impeachment.
Sa palagay niyo po ba na mayroong pagmamalabis ang impeachment court nang ibinalik sa inyo kahit na sinasabi nga ninyo na wala sa Constitution yung hakbang nila?
Kaya nga po magsasubmit po kami ng clarificatory questions para malinawan po kami kung ano po talaga yung kanilang mga ninanais.
Sa reaction lang po, sabi po ni Senador De La Rosa na tantamount to dismissal na raw po yung impeachment case nang ibinalik sa inyo.
Unang-una po, ang trabaho po ng Senado bilang impeachment court ay to try at hindi po mag-dismiss. So, inaantay po namin ngayon na gampanan po nila ang kanilang constitutional duty.
Last na lang po, sabi ni po Senador De La Rosa, ginabayan siya ng Holy Spirit. Kanina po, nasa misa kayo, dinasalang kayo. Humingi po ba kayo ng gabay sa Holy Spirit din?
Ang unang-una, lahat naman po tayo, yun po ang gusto natin, gabayan tayo ng Holy Spirit. Pero ang pinakatamang gabay po dito sa impeachment proceeding ay ang ating saligang batas.
Okay, let us now recognize Earl Tobias from IBC 13.
Good afternoon po. To our prosecutors, once and for all po, dapat ngayong araw nakatakdang magpresenta.
Of all those facts being alleged, we cannot. That is my position.
I think Senator Judge Cayetano agreed with you.
Yes, I said, even myself, I am not in favor of taking judicial notice kahit may magsabing pwede. I'm sorry, Minority Leader, if it made it appear that I'm speaking for you. I'm agreeing with you na mahirap mag-decision ngayon on dismissal based on the grounds na binigay sa atin nila Senator Bato and Senator Bongo and our other colleagues.
To clarify, before I recognize Senator Bato, the chair, as it understood the point raised by Senator Cayetano, is that the basis of the two grounds raised by Senator Bato in seeking a dismissal.
Three grounds, Mr.
Three grounds.
Presiding.
Cannot be taken judicial notice of by the court, and that these facts must be obtained, if at all, and or ascertained from the parties involved. In this case, the House prosecutors and the 19th Congress members who signed. That is the understanding of the chair.
Naangalan ko yung motion. The motion actually is unconstitutional, in the opinion of this representation, because according to Article 11, Section 3, Paragraph 6, per sentence lang yung babasahin ko, the Senate shall have the sole power to try and decide all cases of impeachment. So tignan natin mga fellow senator judges, sole power. So ibig sabihin ng sole power, tayo lang ang may kapangyarihan, ang Senado lamang ang may kapangyarihan na mag-try and decide. So litisin ang isang impeachment case at hatulan, desisyonan. Ngayon kung aayaw tayo kaagad, hindi natin na-try, ang try is litis, palabas yung mga facts para ma-apply natin yung judgment natin sa facts. Wala na pong matatakbuhang ibang body. That's why a motion which cuts short the entire process is unconstitutional. And then, same article, Section 3, Paragraph 4, basahin ko ulit ito, pero paulit-ulit ko na ito sinasabi when we were in legislative session. In case the verified complaint or resolution of impeachment is filed by at least 1/3 of all the members of the House, the same shall constitute the articles of impeachment, and trial by the Senate shall forthwith proceed. I believe, and I think I'm correct, that the impeachment case against the Vice President falls exactly under the facts assumed in Paragraph 4. This is the articles of impeachment filed by at least 1/3 of all the members of the House. Lampas-lampas pa nga sa 1/3 of all the members of the House. Therefore, what should the Senate do? Trial by the Senate shall forthwith proceed. So, trial means we bring out the facts so that we can now apply what is the mandate of the Constitution. Mag-decide tayo given the facts. Should that impeached official continue to remain in office, or should that impeached official be removed from office? High-ranking government official. So kung makita po natin, in two constitutional provisions, andun yung word na try, andun yung word na trial. So wala po tayong choice but to respect, lalo na ito, we fall squarely under this subparagraph 4 which I just read. We have to respect the decision of the overwhelming majority of the members of the House of Representatives, more than 1/3, because they are also the representatives of the people. If they find something worthwhile charging a high-ranking government official with an impeachment and impeaching that official, the Senate has no choice but to hold the trial. Bakit? Yung mga representatives ng taong bayan sa House of Representatives, gusto rin makita ng taong bayan, did they act properly? Did they act justly? Ano bang ebidensya nila? Ilabas yan. O kasi kung wala ring ebidensya, sinayang yung oras, sinayang yung resources, next election, lagot kayo sa inyong constituents. And then at the same time, a trial necessitates respecting the rights of the parties. We are also respecting the right of the impeached official kasi kaya nga tawag sa kanya, impeached officer na siya eh. So, na-tarnish na nga actually ang kanyang reputation in public service ng House of Representatives. The trial will give that impeached officer the chance to clear his or her name and at the same time maybe rebuild his or her reputation, Mr. President. And then, since the presiding officer, when we adopted the rules, when he made the motion to adopt our rules, we did not only adopt our Senate rules on impeachment, we also adopted some rules of the rules of court and then some circulars and some amendments. In in a court proceeding, ito by analogy, we are actually like a court. In a court proceeding, since the judge should observe the cold neutrality of an impartial judge, yung mga pagkakamali or pagkukulang alleged sa complaint, sa information, it should be the affected or aggrieved party which should raise that before the judge or before the judges in a collegial body. Yun po yung tamang kilos ng cold, neutral, and impartial judge. Let the parties point this out to us. Therefore, even if you want to entertain this, although ako sabi ko it's unconstitutional, we cannot entertain this, in the normal court processes, this may even be premature to entertain because let's await the answer to be filed by the impeached official. Tignan natin if she, the impeached officer, will point this all to us. And then, sabi ko nga, ang daming facts na kailangan natin malaman. Did yung mga 10 days, 3 days, and then it requires familiarity with the rules of the House. So, Mr. President, for all these reasons, I object to the motion, but my anchor argument is that it is unconstitutional. The Senate, as the impeachment court, cannot cut short the process by dismissing an impeachment complaint, Mr. President. Thank you.
Senator Ontiveros is recognized. You may proceed, ma'am.
Salamat po, Mr. Presiding Officer. I too object to the motion of Senator Judge De La Rosa. A motion to dismiss is not found. Hindi po nahahanap itong motion to dismiss sa Rules of Procedure on Impeachment na literal ka-adapt lang po natin. At kung mayroon man, hindi Senator Judge ang magre-raise nun, kundi ang defendant. Si Vice President Sara Duterte ang dapat mag-raise niyan. Higit pa po, naniniwala ako na hindi po tayo pwedeng kumilos unilaterally sa dismissal ng impeachment complaint nang hindi pa natin naririnig kahit isang salita mula sa prosecution, ni isang salita mula sa defense tungkol dun sa di umanong constitutional infirmities ng impeachment complaint. Ang due process ay nagre-require na bigyan natin pareho ang prosecution at ang defense ng oportunidad na madinig sa bagay na ito. Ang landmark Philippine Supreme Court case, ang Tibay versus Court of Industrial Relations, GR number L46496, February 27, 1940, ay inisa-isa yung mga essential elements o tinawag nitong cardinal primary rights ng due process, partikular sa mga administrative o quasi-judicial proceedings. Kasama po dito ang the right to a hearing, that the tribunal consider the evidence presented, that the decision must have something to support itself, and the existence of substantial evidence. The decision must be based on the evidence adduced at the hearing, at wala pong panlabas o hindi totoong mga bagay-bagay ay dapat mag-impluwensya sa outcome doon. Ang pinaka-basic tenet ng due process ay yung karapatang marinig. Kung yung mga parties nga po ay hindi nabigyan ng oportunidad lumahok sa proceedings, itong impeachment court ay magiging vulnerable sa isang atake na nilabag natin ang due process. At sa pananaw ko, sila'y magiging tama. Ang rekomendasyon ko po ay bago magdesisyon ang body na ito sa usaping ito, i-notify po muna natin ang prosecution at ang defense tungkol sa motion ni Senator Judge De La Rosa at bigyan sila ng sapat na panahon magsumite ng kanilang comments sa bagay na ito. Gusto ko rin pong gawing of record, Mr. Presiding Officer, na batay sa pagkaintindi ko, yung alleged infirmities ng articles of impeachment ay kwinestyon sa harap ng Korte Suprema. Nasa Korte Suprema na po ang usaping ito. At wala naman pong TRO na ibinaba ang Korte Suprema. Mr. Presiding Officer, maintaining the view that the parties should comment on the question made before this body, para po sa akin, ang impeachment court ay dapat lamang po tayong mag-rule sa motion pagkatapos nating ni-require yung parties mag-comment dun sa motion ni Senator Judge De La Rosa within that sufficient period of time as the good presiding officer may determine. Pending this, minimaintain ako po, Mr. Presiding Officer, ang aking objection sa motion. Salamat po.
Thank you, Senator Ontiveros. What is the pleasure of Senator Judge Villanueva and thereafter Senator Judge Cayetano? Senator Judge Villanueva, you may proceed.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Unang step ay manunumpa ang Senate President bilang presiding officer. Pangalawang step, pasusumpain niya kaming lahat ng mga senador bilang senator judges. Kasunod niyan, finally, once and for all, babasahin sa amin ang articles of impeachment. Pero lahat ng yan, maaring hindi umabot sa isang oras.
Kasi originally, ang magiging presentation muna ng articles of impeachment bago daw mag-convene bilang impeachment court.
Ayon sa pagkaalam namin sa Constitution at sa rules of impeachment, yung kwinento ko po yung sequence of events. Manumpa ang presiding officer, manumpa ang senator judges, babasahin ang articles of impeachment.
Then, kailangan po ba yung prosecution team ng House yung magbasa on the floor nung articles of impeachment o pwede na yung Senate Secretary as the clerk of court ng impeachment court?
Ang naging practice ay yung House prosecutors ang nagpe-present ng articles of impeachment. Pero kung base lang sa Senate rules of impeachment, maaring simpleng opisyal dito o assigned person sa loob ng Senado ang magbasa ng mga ito sa amin bilang senator judges once convened na kami as impeachment trial court.
Pero ma'am, confident kayo na kapag nag-motion, makakakuha kayo ng enough votes para suportahan ng mga senador?
It shouldn't even require.
Hindi na
sapat
kailangan?
No. Ayon sa mismong konstitusyon, hindi kailangan yung approval ng majority para lang simulan ang aming tungkulin sa impeachment process. Pero kung kakailanganin pa ng isang motion, yan ang aming gagawin ni Senator Coco.
So pag nag-motion kayo, no more debates?